some of the heritage here, it came out of Carnegie Mellon, which is a university I've been teaching at for a little over a decade. Really, it was on accident, like most startup ideas happen. I was interviewing a lot of executives while they were really technical and really terrible at talking to anyone who's not technical. And I started to identify that when a question got asked by a business executive and the technologist answered in one way, they were really, really bad at getting results. And when they answered it in a different way, it actually turned out that they made a decision like 40% faster than the other way they answered it. And so like every other nerd up here, I started asking myself, well, if I can code this into an AI, could I predict the type of answer you should give based on the question that you get, right? And it turns out that's like sales and pretty much every other form of persuasion and influence. And so about 2023, we built a tool in the spirit of safety and responsible AI that actually allows you to insulate your data from everybody else's, add all your special sauce and your secrets in one place, get everybody kind of row in the same direction, and ultimately answer the same really tough questions in a really compelling way. And it was good, except the fact it was mostly humans assisted by AI, not AI actually doing all the work, right? So people were getting more sales, more decisions. In 2024, we had the crazy idea, just on the brink of all this wonderful agentic stuff, to sort of get us out of the chatbot trauma from the bottom right-hand corner and instead build AI agents that could do this exact same style of conversation, but kind of anywhere, right? So you can put it on your website and your social media, you can put it at the email signatures and the event confirmation site, just like a meetup like today. And it turns out those agents were as good in 20 hours of training as an 18-month-old employee about convincing and getting someone to take an action, right? Because it's not just about education, right? It's like, did you sign up for our newsletter? Did you actually buy the product? Did you actually do something that me as a business owner can measure? And that was great. But it turns out everybody else had the same idea. And it got really noisy for a minute about what an agent meant and if it was serious, if it was safe, if it was responsible, and all that good stuff. But the real business we're in today at SkillBuilder is not just giving you a tool to kind of put in the cloud and get all your information organized in a really effective way, a little bit of help with AI, or deploying all these new AI employees and colleagues everywhere, right, to get more sales, be more persuasive, get more information out there. But the real technology we build is about a network. So here goes on LinkedIn, okay? Everyone's like I'm embarrassed, I'm sorry. So the idea is we started asking ourselves why there isn't a LinkedIn for AI agents. And we started working in the nonprofit space and realized that if I am a housing nonprofit and you are a food nonprofit and you're an education and workforce development nonprofit, what's the real barrier to everybody getting the right referrals in the right place in the real time? And it turns out that nonprofit is like overworked, underpaid, lots of high attrition, so no one's actually there, let alone knowing who else they should refer to. So we said, okay, well, what can AI do? And actually a gap where humans can. And so we're now about to deploy a really, really big network of AI agents that can talk to other AI agents. So if somebody comes into the Pittsburgh Regional Transit Authority, which is one of our pilots, and says, hey, I'd like to discount a bus pass for my aging parent, they say, great. But then they ask another question like, well, do you have anything else for my aging parent? And now they can hand that conversation away to another agent, in our case, the area on aging here in Allegheny County. And that agent can actually pick up the conversation. Now we can track what agent sent the traffic there, how the conversation went, did anyone actually take a good old-fashioned action and actually make a tangible result. And so our platform, just to kind of summarize, SkillBuilder.io, is a proprietary kind of SaaS product where you get all your toughest answers to your best questions in one place. You can actually deploy AI employees at the tune of like 10 cents on the dollar. But more importantly, you can bring in your entire ecosystem of partners to work with your agent. And for the first time, put your chatbot on somebody else's site like a party. For the first time, actually get referral traffic in and out, not from the gods of Google and Meta, but actually by getting a qualified conversation instead of a qualified impression. And if I leave you with anything else, I think we all know that word of mouth is still the most powerful way to recommend a product or service. And that's exactly what we're building here at SkillBuilder. So thanks for letting me pitch.